Hey, yo, and welcome to another Joker's Wild Side. I'm Lobo,
I'm Jax.
and today we got a lot of news to cover, specifically in the NFL this week. There was a lot happening. Some wrestling news, obviously. But first, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Got my vacation here. I leave out on Wednesday. I'm
Nice.
excited as all get. Just got to do some last minute shopping. And then I don't know if you're wanting me to, or if I can post my entire trip over onto here, or if I can post it on my personal. But I'm going to be posting my entire travel to South Dakota and then on my way back through Denver.
Okay, no, you can post it here, man. Show your trip, show that we do more than just what we talk about here on Fridays and Mondays. Just show everything we do, man. This is we've talked about this. I want this to eventually be a everything channel.
Oh yeah,
a network, So yeah, go for it. You're going out hunting, you said, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to be hunting. My cousin's going to have footage of that.
Okay.
And depending on how it goes, I might have him send me some clips of what I shot at and get some clips in there. Maybe I'll just drop a link name on his new channel.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Excited for you. Excited for the footage. I want to see that.
Oh, yeah.
You did show me you guys went duck hunting this week, and you showed me one of the shots. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Just crazy. Just headshot, down it goes. But that's cool. I'm excited for you. I will be still recording here, just so you guys are aware, of Friday and Monday by myself, or if I could get a friend to come over to help out a little bit, that'd be fine. But it'll only be for those few days. The other 2 days, do you already have them scheduled to drop anything else?
No, I don't have anything scheduled, but we do have backlog. So
okay, we could always put something up. All right. So you guys will have content regardless. Cool. I'm glad for that. I'm also doing a lot better today. Had a rough weekend.
Yeah.
Multiple illnesses.
Finally regulated.
Dude, I've been drinking some tea that has ginger in it, and it's been helping a lot. Let's just
good.
Finally, my stomach's not killing me like it was yesterday. But let's dive right into it. There was some crazy stuff happened this week. Unfortunately, we're going to start off with the biggest news. Both undefeated teams fall.
Oh yeah.
This week. Eagles to the Jets and the Niners to the Browns, which we did talk about Friday. That I was a little bit iffy on the Browns defense because they're killers in that one. They have a badass defense, and lo and behold, they beat the 49ers. Although the 49ers had a chance to win it at the end.
49ers, I feel like they played pretty strong throughout the entire game.
Decently. They did also have 3 injuries to their offense. 1 offensive line and then 2 weapons. So that might have contributed to their loss. I'm pretty sure it did because it was their 2 big players. But, you can't win them all. And in the NFL, there's only 1 undefeated team that's gone to be a champion, and it's going to continue on at least another year.
I thought you were about to say the Raiders with the hat on, man.
No, that's coming in here in a little bit, but no, they've never been undefeated through the whole season. And then the Eagles lose to the Jets, which is also another good defense. Unfortunately, their quarterback was not playing well. Hurts. The Jets just played out physical the Jets, and they couldn't do nothing about it. So, unfortunately, both undefeated teams fall. There will be no undefeated team all the way through the season, so we don't got to worry about that anymore today. The season. On the other one, last night's game, the Bills held on to win over the crappy Giants, man.
Oh, yeah. It's not hard to beat the Giants, though, as what we're seeing.
No, but the Bills had trouble. They had a lot of trouble.
It was a very small scoring game.
Yes. For some reason, the Bills having trouble in their offense. Now, they did get one of their running backs injured, running back Harris. He has some knee issues. So I think they're still waiting on MRI for that, see how he's doing. But regardless, they have other weapons. Their running game was never their strong suit. They're just – the Bills are up and down is what it looks like every week. So, like the week with Miami, they played outstanding both sides of the ball. They destroyed Miami. And then this week they could barely hold on and beat the Giants. The Giants had 2 chances to really beat them. One in the first half to go in and score at the 1 yard line, and then at the end of the game again at the 1 yard line. So Bills that's why I said they hold on for dear life and get a win, miraculously win, but they're still a win's a win, like we've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
So good for them. I know you're excited about that. They're your
Let's go Buffalo honorary team. I'm an honorary member for 3 teams.
Yeah. Buffalo, Raiders, and
Packers. It's gross right now.
Your girls?
Yeah.
We'll talk later. Not on camera. That's cool, man. But in other words, Miami, the other team we're talking about just a second ago, they continue to dominate. They beat the Panthers 42-21. They doubled their score, really. Panthers still look like they are the shit. Like,
yeah.
Not in a good way. Like
No.
No, they're shit.
They are top of the pile.
They're a bunch of doo-doo. Doo-doo. But, yeah, Miami seems to have, besides that one game with the Bills where they struggle, I think they're lights out. Offensively, they're just, Tyreek Hill scores a touchdown, does a backflip with someone's phone to celebrate the touchdown.
Nice.
Crazy. Great celebration. And then Lions continue to prove that they are a real football team with the big win over, who the heck did they beat? The Lions beat the Buccaneers.
Panthers are freaking bad. They are really freaking low right now.
They are.
No wins.
I don't know if they have a chance to win, to be honest with you, all season. Unless they play the Giants, they might have a chance there. But even then, so the Lions beat the Buccaneers, who's not a bad team. They're decent. They beat them pretty handily, so they just keep proving they're a real team. And another one, the Raiders close out the Patriots, with the safety from Crosby, man. I was so nervous and so excited for this game.
Yeah, no wins on the Panthers yet. But Raiders?
No sadia.
No sadia.
I'm going to keep calling you that.
Raiders, they're on their 2nd win right now.
In a row.
I'm super hyped for it.
The thing is we barely beat a crappy team. We should have won by more. There was a few opportunities. They also had a lot of wasted opportunities, but it's the Pats. They suck this year. But regardless, closing out a game with the safety, it is a massive, massive deal because, one, you get points on the safety, and then your team gets the ball back. So they were trying to drive and trying to tie or win the game. Max Crosby gets a safety. Guess what? We get the ball back. We close it out. We're done. It's over. Move on to the next. So this is the 2nd year in a row we beat the Pats. So nice. I'm happy. F those Patriots. I really don't like them.
I always grew up thinking the Patriots were a good freaking team.
They were for about 20 years. 20 years of dominance. They were always in championship games. They were always in the playoffs. Or mostly always. I think there was 1 year where Tom Brady was injured all year that he couldn't. Like I said, 8 or so Super Bowls or more in.
So you're saying they lost the Brady and they lost the momentum. Brady was the team.
I don't want to say Brady was a team. I want to say Brady, in conjunction with their head coach Belichick, had great chemistry and great mind for the game.
Yeah, losing all spirit.
Yeah. So that's what I think it was. It was a combination of both. But with that, there was a few other interesting games, but nothing crazy. But there was a lot of injuries. Like we talked about, the 49ers had Samuel and McCaffrey out, which 2 of the big scorers, with shoulder and oblique injuries. And then their lineman, Williams, with an ankle injury. So that's 3 main players for their offense out. And I have a feeling that was part of the reason why they couldn't really get much going and got injured. And got the loss. The Raiders, their quarterback, went down with a back injury. We're still waiting on MRIs for that. They said it doesn't look so bad, but knowing Jimmy G, unfortunately, as much as he used to be very good, he is made of glass, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, you said that you were worried about that when football season first started.
He is very injury prone, and lo and behold, I think like 3 or 4 injuries already. A concussion is one of them. So I don't know if he'll be able to sign with anybody else or re-sign with us. It's just injury after injury after injury. It's just so bad. Bills running back Harris, his knee. They're still waiting on stuff for his test. And then Jags quarterback also knee. Quarterback Lawrence. They said he looked negative. Those came back already. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, so not too bad. Moving on to tonight's game that's going on now. It's tied 7-7. Cowboys Chargers for tonight's Monday night game. What do you think? What are you feeling on that?
Cowboys Chargers. I've had a lot of momentum for the Cowboys, as we've talked about.
Mm-hmm. Till last week, but they got
till last week that they got pretty ripped open. It's for me, it's a hard call because Cowboys have been playing lower and lower, and Chargers play kind of pretty low. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say lower than the Cowboys, but it's definitely like I feel like they've always had a rough time against the Chargers.
So you're not making a call?
No, I don't think I can make a solid call on this.
I don't blame you.
I mean, shoot, we've seen the ball transfer hands at 7-7
twice.
Yeah.
So right now they're tied 7-7, as he said. I think the Cowboys could possibly come back and show people, like, you know what, we got beat to hell by the 49'ers. This is us coming back and get a win here against the Chargers. The problem here is both teams on paper are really good.
Yeah.
Cowboys obviously have a better record. The thing is, both these teams are also known to effing it up.
Yeah.
Choking. They call it cowboying it up or charging it up. They mess it up always. So who's going to mess it up worse this game? I don't know. I'm hoping the Cowboys win, not because I like the Cowboys. It's just because the Chargers are in my division and I need them to lose.
Yeah.
But I also think Cowboys have a little bit better team on paper. We will see. There was also, as they were warming up, there was always starting to fight. So there might be a fight during this game. So it might be an all-out hockey brawl, which I love. But regardless, I really hope the Cowboys win, just for the reason that I need the Chargers to lose.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're going to move on into our segments of the week, or the day, of the week, or the day. Our top 6, not 5, 6, because we're unique. We do top 6 teams, bottom 6 teams, and then on Fridays we do top 6 wrestlers of the week for the total of 6, and
let's go 6.
Yes, we like being weird like that. But let's start with our top 6. Let's run down the 6 through 4 for you. What do you think?
So for number 6, I got the Jags. They're up and coming for me.
Okay.
Especially knocking out the Bills.
Okay.
For number 5, I got Kansas City. They're showing a lot of promise right now.
Okay.
And then 4, I got Buffalo. Buffalo's dropping more and more every single time. I really had a big debate between Kansas City and Buffalo, switching those in between. Off topic, Cowboys did a collab with Raising Cane's.
Yes. What's his name? Malone and Cowboys owner got together and they decided to open the Raising Cane's in Dallas. Cowboys theme, you're right. Thank you, Sadler. I got you right. Sadir. But yes, they did. It looks very nice, but I never had Raising Cane's. What do you think of it?
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. They got a good batter on their chicken. Mm-hmm. Their sauce is really freaking good. Mm-hmm. It's like a fry sauce, but it's heavily seasoned.
Oh, okay. So they rely on the seasoning.
Yeah, and if I remember right, you're not a big spice man.
I like spicy,
but not spice.
Yeah, overall, like Indian food, I get it, why it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's gonna be like a burger, lightly seasoned, you don't go crazy.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of herbs, a lot of seasoning into it. That's what I mean by spiced. Yeah. It's pretty good. I would definitely have it with other chicken meals as well. Mm-hmm. I did have one bad experience, and it was just a bad batch of chicken. It was chewy and whatnot. Probably just my location, a one-off. But you know,
A little
I haven't had the need to go back to it because half my meal was just done for. And it's not anything against Raising Cane's as a whole. It's just I had one bad experience and I haven't gone back to myself. Plus, their menu's very limited. You either have chicken strips or chicken sandwich. And it's just the chicken strips on pieces of bread. It's very limited menu.
So, very overrated in my opinion. But okay. Cool. But yes, that restaurant is not like any other one. It is all Dallas Cowboys colors for sure.
Heck yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, good call, Sadler. My 6 through 5 or 4 is mine's number 6, Philly. They lost. I was gonna have them a little higher, but I had to redo my list because I didn't like the way people were standing. By the way, my list so far is really different.
Yeah,
so it's
I was peeking over. Ours is pretty different.
Yeah, my number 5 is Buffalo, just because they won barely over a crappy team.
Yeah,
so I had to pull them back a little bit. They're still top 5. Number 4 is San Francisco. They did lose. Like I said, they lost. I had them as still my first one and number 1, but then I realized a loss should bring you down no matter what.
That's fair.
But I did drop them down 3 spots to number 4, and that's where I had my debate. There were some teams that were too low on the list, so I had to move stuff around. So San Francisco did lose. I still think they're one of the teams to beat, but a loss is a loss. You got to move back, right? They're my number 4.
And it could kill their momentum, too.
May slow them down here a few weeks, but I think they'll be fine. They're too strong of a team.
Oh, yeah.
What are your top 3?
Top 3, I got Miami. Miami's hot out of the gate. They've been killing it from the sidelines, man.
Yes.
Not that they've faced. I don't remember exactly every single team that they faced, but Miami's always been mostly winning by big margins. There was 1 or 2 games that was pretty close, but Miami's been doing pretty hot.
Okay.
Number 2, I got for Philly.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you did say a loss is a loss, and it's kind of like impacting me a little bit, but they're 1-5 or 5-1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that are 1-5 right now, so I get confused.
Yeah, until I don't blame you.
And then San Fran is my number 1 still. My biggest thing is San Fran still played hard. With factoring in their 3 injuries, if they can't make it back, then San Francisco is going to drop far on the list, and I'm kind of waiting more on hearing back from that. But San Fran is still pretty freaking devastating.
Yes, they are. They're really good. So my top 3, yes, 3 Miami. We do have that the same. Last week I think I had them a little lower, but they proved this week, you know what? We lost. We could take it. Now we're back stronger. They still double-digit win over a crappy Panther team, but a double-digit win regardless of blowout. And number 2, Detroit Lions. Yes, you heard it right. Detroit Lions. They're not the same old Lions. They're the brand new Lions. And you should have seen the post. What's it called? In the locker room, they have a little speech with the players and all that.
Yeah. So that's actually there. If I remember correctly, there was no highlight. It was just that speech when I searched it up.
Yeah.
But I never watched it because I was in a hurry more to watch the game footage.
Yeah. Watch it when you have a chance. They're hype. They're all about team. Because usually they give game balls like a MVP of the game or whatever. They give out to like the whole defense because they said the whole defense came together. Then they gave one to the kicker, which is not normally done, but it's like he did a great job of pinning the other team back. And then they gave it to the quarterback, and the quarterback shouted out immediately to the defense, keep up the good work, defense. So it's all about team for them. And that's what you need to be a championship team, to be a good team. And they have it in buttloads right there. So I got to have them in 2. They proved it this year, too, beating, like I said before. Yeah. It is. It gives you chills when you hear the coaches and the players talk like that. But they've proved it this year that they're a team to mess with. You know, they're a good team. And then number 1, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the reigning, defending world champions. Shout out Paul Heyman. But to prove otherwise, they keep winning. There's no other way to put it. I cannot keep them off of there. They did win. Barely against a also bad team, but it's a win. So we'll see here in the next weeks how San Francisco looks. I think like you're right. If they're really hurt and they're out, it might cause some problems off to them and bring them down on the list.
They almost made a third of the season, man.
Yeah.
Little side note, real quick. Still 7-7.
Okay.
Not much has changed. It looks like the ball just keeps getting tossed back and forth.
Yeah, the Cowboys got it again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, guys. All right, good defenses, I guess, playing. Now let's go to the bottom six. What are yours, man?
I gotta switch tabs again.
No, you're good.
Where am I? There I am.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta zoom in. So I got Tennessee Titans. They've been playing pretty low.
Yeah.
For number 5, I got New York Giants. As said before, we've just been dogging on the Giants. I don't want to keep staying on it. They're not worth even chatting about. And then number 4, I have Arizona Cardinals. I haven't seen them win much big. They've just always been in the low.
Yeah.
I think they're 2-3 or 2-4 or something like that.
Something like that. They're not good.
Yeah, so they're staying pretty freaking low down there. Not anything to catch my attention. And if to me, bottom 6, if it's not catching your attention for at least 6 through 4, then they deserve to be on the list.
Yeah. At my 6, I have your 4, Arizona. I think they play teams tough, even though their record shows that they're worse off. I think they play really tough, and that shows that they have some life. Even though their record doesn't show it. But at number 5, I do have Chicago. They did lose against another crappy team of Minnesota, I think, but it was a very close game. And then 2 weeks ago, they did show me a lot that there's possible in them with their win. I don't remember who they beat.
I don't even remember, man.
Me neither, but they did a beatdown of whoever that was. Let me see real quick.
It was
a week or so ago. My company was being weird.
No, Vikings was yesterday.
Chicago beat Washington, the Commanders, by 20 on Thursday night.
And Commanders were favored for me, too.
Yeah, no one saw that coming. So they have glimpses of they could be decent to good, especially with that win over the Commanders. It's just they haven't shown it yet, so they're at 5 for me. And number 4, like you said, nothing good to say, the Giants. They just can't get it together. They did play really well against the Bills, but again, coaching, time management, all that was bad, both at the end of the first half and at the end of the game. They did better, but they still lost. So at number 4, that is the Giants. Who are your top 3, man?
So, number 3, sad to say it, Denver. Denver's been doing pretty freaking bad. Yeah. They're 1-5 right now. They haven't won anything. I had a little bit more hope for Denver.
A lot of people did.
But they're just not making it.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I almost started counting up. Number 2, I still got Chicago Bears. And number 1, who would have thought? Freaking Panthers.
Still no wins, so you can't put them anywhere else than the bottom.
No, you're not proving yourself. As you said, you don't think that they have enough momentum to even get anywhere of notice.
So here, when we're done with this list, I'm going to go over their schedule, see if we could find a win, just real quick.
Try and pick it out.
Yeah. For me, number 3, Denver, just like you said. They did play Kansas City well. That's why they're not any lower. I mean, they only got 2 spots lower to get, but they played them pretty well. At number 2 is a team we beat, the Patriots. F them Patriots.
I almost thought about putting the Patriots out for, I think it was Tennessee as I was debating.
Mm-hmm.
So
for number 6?
Yeah, but I figured that the Patriots were still doing a little decent. I don't remember their score. Actually, I think they're 1-5 as well.
Yeah, we just beat them. So, 1, I don't like the Patriots. 2, they've had enough success. Let's put them at the bottom. They're my number 2. It's just overall they can't seem to catch or get it all together.
Yeah, Patriots down there for you.
Yeah. as well. And then number 1, same as you. Cannot give them anything else than the last spot, like we mentioned. They don't win. They don't have no respect. Sorry. Not really. Let's go over the schedule just real quick. Let's add this on. I did not put that for us, but kind of interested to see if we could find a win for them. Where are they? Panthers. Let's see if we can find a win for the rest of the season. Okay, so they have Texans next week. Don't think they're going to win.
No.
They got the Colts the week after that. Don't think they're going to win. Oh, 3 weeks on. They got the Bears.
That's going to be a struggle.
Maybe. Depends what Bears. Then they got the Cowboys. No. The Titans. I don't think so. Buccaneers. I don't think so. Saints. I don't think so. Falcons again. I don't think so. Packers. I don't think so. Jaguars. I don't think so. Buccaneers again. I don't think so. The win, if possible, will be against the Bears.
I'm hoping they surprise me.
But
low expectations.
They might go 0-18 or 17. Yeah, the only win I see, besides their rivalries with their own division with the Bucs, Saints, and Falcons, they might get a win from the Falcons or the Saints or the Bucs. One.
I was kind of thinking a win for the Falcons.
I'm kind of in that area too. They already lost to them in the opener pretty badly, but it's also the different time of the season, so maybe. The Bears is the only one I realistically looking at it that they could win. Ooh, that sucks.
And I maybe have a win over the Buccaneers as well. Maybe. So I got half and half on Falcons and Bucks.
And the Bears.
Maybe. And maybe the Bears.
So at best, they'll have 3 wins.
Yeah, at best, 3 wins out of the season.
At worst, 0-17 or 18 or whatever the fuck it is. Oh my God. Sorry, Panthers fans, if there is any. But what do you think of our list, of our opinions on the Panthers as well? Let us know down on the comments. If you got your top and bottom 6 teams, let us know in the comments as well. We'll look it up. Now let's move on to some pro wrestling news. Some wrestling. Unfortunately, AEW's Adam Cole it finally goes into ankle surgery. He's been working like that for a few months, so that's why he's been off TV these last few weeks.
Okay.
It's just wrestlers, for those that don't know, tend to work injured. 1, because that's their livelihood, and 2, in our industry, it's very easy to get overshadowed and overlooked once you're injured. So
Panthers are doing pretty freaking bad.
Yeah. But yeah, in this industry, it's like you work hurt because you love it, and 2, because you could be easily pushed aside after that. It's been less and less now in the new millennia, especially because fans are very nostalgic. They remember every little thing, especially if they enjoy your persona, your character, whatever it is. But yeah, he's gonna be out. Who knows how long? They haven't said. But now to good news. On SmackDown, Roman Reigns laid out LA Knight with the spear at the end of the show.
No.
No.
Okay.
This was on SmackDown.
Okay.
And then on the live event this week, LA Knight took out Roman Reigns.
So they traded.
They're trading. So this is their building. They're building to this feud. I think this is going to be the main event of Survivor Series for the title.
Yeah, as your story predictions of Friday's stream.
Yes. So it looks like this is where it's heading. We'll have to wait to SmackDown and see what they do. But it's looking like they're going tit for tat, man. I'm excited. Like I said, it's going right to my predictions that I said. But we also have other rumors involving Reigns. If you want to take that one.
Man, I'm excited for this. We talked about this around the time The Rock actually kicked back up out of the dust.
Yeah, when he came up to the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, there are rumors out there, just rumors, that WWE and The Rock have been in talks to have Rock versus Reigns. And what we were saying...
At WrestleMania 40.
At WrestleMania 40. Mm-hmm. I could see this also being like a tribal chief thing. But
that'd be great.
But The Rock isn't out there enough to hold on to Tribal Chief. I feel like he would have to
constantly. Well,
all he has to do is show up.
To be honest, yeah, it's the name alone will bring it.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah, it will be. The thing is, the way they build Roman as this is going to go into a little bit of the prediction of like when we do Friday. So I might just say the full thing, but I'm just going to say it a little bit. The way they build Reigns is that he's the one that brings the money to the family.
Mm-hmm.
Who brings more money to the family than Reigns? The Rock. So that's the only reason I could see this playing out really well for The Rock.
And that's also the way it's built. I mean, go watch our Friday, and you'll understand more what's happening. We made good predictions. What we feel like is good predictions on what Roman Reigns holds for the future.
Now, if they don't want to do it like that, they could also do a little bit of a career versus title. The Rock's retirement, that could be his last match. I'm just putting that out there. Maybe. Another good or bad news, depending how you feel about this guy. Not a lot of people like him, especially after this weekend's fight. But Logan Paul's wrestling return date is set to be coming here soon. So they're planning to bring him back to live TV. Who knows when, but they say soon. How do you feel about this one? Because I know
Logan Paul's been out of the spotlight for so long. It's like, is he even in WWE? Is he around? He did have a little, what was it? Just kerfuffle instance where things got heated ringside.
Yes.
And Logan Paul probably should have been laid out right then and there.
You think?
With just how he acts. He holds himself in a very specific manner, which we've talked about in the past.
But in-ring wise, I think he's pretty good.
In-ring wise, he is amazing. He's basically, and I'm going to maybe get a little bit of shade for this, he's the new HCM Punk. Except he holds himself differently. Because he's pompous in a different manner.
Yes.
CM Punk held himself in a completely different way than Logan Paul does, but very similar attributes.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, it'll be good to see him back. Hopefully he doesn't pull a Ronda Rousey and start just like acting like she don't care or like she's
crying about every little thing that's happening.
We don't want to see that. Whatever you've been doing from now, Logan Paul, keep it up. And then for tonight's Raw that's going on here soon, it's going to go live here in about 30 minutes or so. We got a few matches announced beforehand. The tag team champs will be in action. Cody Rhodes and Jay versus Judgment Day. I know you have your opinions on who do you think is going to...
Oh, yeah. We talked about it a little bit before. Again, we covered this Friday. Friday predictions.
What do you think is going to happen in this match?
Cody and Jay take it, no sweat. Judgment Day is going to try and interfere.
As they do.
Yep. We also do have Mami Ripley out, so maybe she'll be standing ringside. It could be to where their fight is... I can see it going both ways because I'm going to throw the list around a little bit because Mama Ripley is facing Baszler. Later
on.
Is it set that they are fighting at those times, or is this list
just the matches they throw out there, so they don't know what order?
So I can see two different things happening here. If Rhea's fight is before Judgment Day, and Rhea loses, then they're going to interfere and make Cody and Jay lose.
Okay, I see that. I see what you're going at. I don't think Cody and Jay should lose anytime soon.
I don't think they should lose either.
Yeah. I think they got on the hand. Another match coming up, like you said, Rhea and Baszler. I think unless they're going to build a feud, Rhea Ripley should win.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley should win.
For whatever reason, if they want to build this so there's a match between both of them for the title, Baszler should win. Other than that, I'm not really too interested in this match besides seeing Mami out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
The next one that I'm excited for is the IC champion Gunther versus Bronson Reed. I think it's for the title. I'm not 100% sure. But it says IC champ, so usually that means
Usually implies that
that's
it's
the
for the
title.
champ.
So, what do you have here? I know you're a big fan of Gunther.
You've been talking it up and you've been whittling away at me. I think Reed's taking this. I think it's going to exchange tonight.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree, and I hate that I'm agreeing with you right now. Not because I'm agreeing with you, and not because I want to see Gunther lose. I think he is the longest reigning IC champ,
and that's what's been picking at me. But yeah,
and then
title fights are always intense.
Yes, very. And then the second thing, it's actually three things for me. The second thing is on Raw. We talked about it last week. There has not been a men's title change in over a year. This is over a year now. They might want to do it now. This is the time Gunther. Also, the third reason is to prove Gunther up to the main event for the world heavyweight. Maybe I think they're going to push Reed up too by having won the championship.
It can move both people.
Yes. So I think that's why it changes hands tonight, as you said. And then the other match, the final one that they announced, is a fall counts anywhere between Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura.
And what is fall counts?
Usually it's pin or submission. That's a fall count. So fall counts anywhere is anywhere in the ring, outside the ring, in the arena, in the street, wherever.
Gotcha. Street.
Yeah, there's been some shows where they go up to the street. There was also, they did it famously in the 90s or early 2000s, and in one of my matches, we decided to do this because we were a fan of this. The Big Show, when he was in WWE, it was fall counts anywhere. He pinned someone against the wall and tried to pin him.
Man!
So they did that too in one of my matches too. They tried to pin me like that. It was fucking great. My trainer, shout out Spectre, great match. I loved it. We were one of those match of the nights that night. But yeah, fall counts anywhere means literally anywhere, and I think there's no DQ, so there's weapons could be used.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Ricochet goes crazy with weapons.
Yes, and then he flies too. So their style, not to mention, I think they fought in Japan before when they were both in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I want to see what style they bring in together here.
I can see this being very athletic, and very fast, and very physical.
Yeah, I'm hoping they give them some time at least. And then the final news, unless you have something more to add.
Nope.
This was surprise for all of us. The franchise of Knives Out, which is like a detective whodunit movie.
Yeah, so they did Knives Out, Death on the Nile, and I feel like I'm missing one more. They did a most recent one.
The Onion Ring.
The Onion Ring?
The Glass Onion, sorry. The Glass Onion.
Okay, yeah, and it had, what's his name, Captain America.
In one of them, the second one had, the one with the Glass Onion had James Bond. 007, what's his name?
I'm loving this Knives Out series with big name actors and following big name actors.
This one is set to also have Bautista again. Bautista was in the Glass Onion.
Okay.
He gets killed off, but it's set to have him. I don't know in what capacity. I'm excited to see what they have because Bautista was great in Glass Onion, and I think that's why they're bringing him back to see what else he could do.
Oh, yeah. Batista is such a great actor. I love a lot of the stuff that he's in.
He has a lot of range, in my opinion. He could get serious. He could be flamboyant. He could be very intense. And he's just a very great actor. But out of that, I think that's all we have for you today, unless you have something else.
No, I think that's all I got. If you guys want to listen to more about our predictions, we might be doing some cover-ups on what our predictions are, just in case if you missed it. Mm-hmm. And you want to view what that is, we'll have new predictions on Fridays, as well as top 6 wrestlers of the week, depending on how their stories go, what they've done. Just a little shout-out to that. And other than that, that's all I got.
Yeah. Well, other than that, just remember to take everything we say with a grain of salt. If this is not for you, don't get offended by anything. Reach us to JoJers as the name of our channel. Having fun, talking about sports and some wrestling. If you don't like it, just move along, It's nothing It won't offend us. You don't have to stay. Other than that, remember to be grateful for the things you have and for the things you don't have, because it could all the problems you could have. It's really bad out there right now. Remember, all our thoughts and prayers go out to the people suffering in the conflict out in the Middle East. It's bad on both sides. I've a lot of friends have been posting about everything, and it's just glad we're not there, but it sucks for the innocents involved because, like I said, it's more of a political matter, and a lot of innocents are being put in the middle of this shit show. But you guys pray for them, have your thoughts out for them if you do, or if you pray for them at all. Just have thoughts out for the innocents, specifically the innocents involved in all that. But other than that, I've been Lobo.
I've been Jax.
And this was Jokers Wild Side. See ya.
See ya.